All right, all right. Welcome back. So we have our website. We are to be adding content, but before we start adding content to our website, I want to show you how you should structure your video. Sorry, your site in your Google Drive. Because you're working with Google Sites, I told you your site will be saved in your Google Drive. So when we go to drive.google.com, let's go to drive.google.com, you will find that site. All right, so you can see the site here. You can see the site in my Google Drive. So you discover that this site is already existent in my drive. So what I advise you do is that you structure this site. So we'll head over to Google Drive and then we'll create a new folder. We'll create a new folder where we'll store all the details, everything that has to do with this site. And that is also important in case you want to add somebody to help you manage your site. All you will have to do is to grant that person access to that entire folder. So the person can access the site, access any important document that relates with the site. The person can access the media without having to access the rest part of the site. Sorry, without having to access the rest part of your Google Drive. You understand? So you can grant the person access to just that folder. So we'll do that. We'll create a new folder. Okay. So we'll just name it Baba Shop Site. So what happens that in this Baba Shop site, in this folder, we'll move our site into that folder. We'll move our site into the folder. Okay, so we just move the site into Barber Shop. So when you open the Barber Shop, you will see the site. So what I usually do is create a new folder for images. For all the images I want to use on the site, I'll just create a new folder and then you can use this button, new folder, and then I will call it images. And then I create a new folder, yet another folder and call it videos. So we may want to use some videos on our site. We'll put everything here. When we may want to use images on our site, we'll put them here. So let's just go get some images from Pexels. Pexels.com. Now, Pexels.com is a website where you can get free stock photos and videos. So we just search for Baba or Baba Shop, whichever, and then let's see what comes up. So you say we couldn't find anything for Baba. So let's search for Baba Shop. All right, amazing. I like a lot of these photos. So I will just since we are working on a website, majority of the photos we'll be needing will be in horizontal format. I mean, we don't need them to be vertical, we need them to be horizontal. So we'll go to filters and then change the orientation to horizontal, and then we get all the ones in horizontal format. So we just download a few. No. I don't want to download the highest quality. I want to click on it and choose the small size. This 4.2 MB, which is not what I want. I'll just cancel it. So I'll come here and choose a smaller size. I'll choose this medium size, and then I download selected size. That's good enough for my sites. And then I would also like to get this, choose the medium, download selected size. Okay, so which other one should we grab? I think we should grab this. And then let us grab this to show our tools. So grab this and then we download. All right. So I think those are enough photos. We need something that should show the exterior, don't you think? Let's see if there is anyone that shows the exterior. There is none, so we just head back to work, and then we'll upload all of these videos, all of these photos rather, to the image folder in our Google Drive. Okay, we are done with those photos. Now let us get back to our folder. So when we open the barber shop, we have a folder containing images. We have our sites, and then so if you want to add videos, you can add videos. If you want to add icons, you can choose to create a special folder for icons, however you want it. But this is how I like to structure my my site. So I can always come here. You can double click. When you double click, you are able to add an image. So I usually click on images, and then I go to my drive. The moment I go to my drive, or I can go to shared with me, I go to barber shop and I go to images, and then I can access every one of these photos. So I can just click on this, for example, and then I insert it, and then boom, it's here. All right. So that is how I think. That's how I advise you structure your you structure your folder. Put your site in a folder, then create another folder. In that folder for images, create yet another folder for videos, so that your site has organization and all of that. So when I want to grant, maybe take for instance, I want somebody else to manage this site. I don't just grant them access to this site via this place, because once I click on this share button, I am able to add their email address, and then they can join me in managing this site. So all have to do is come over to this barbershop site. I click on it, and then I add, or I click on share button. So I can add somebody now as an editor, so the person can not just have access to the site, but we also have access to those site resources, those assets, the images, the videos, and every other details. The person has access to the entire folder, so the person can also have those things to work with. So I just type in the person's email. Let me type in my official work email, and then I put in editor. So you click here, Do not add the person as a viewer, do not add the person as a commenter, you add the person as an editor. So the person has access to edit the site, to change whatever he wants to change, but the person cannot remove you because you are the author, you are the owner of the site. So that is it. So in the next video, we'll get back to building our site, then we'll start adding content, start making the site live. All right. So